Hello everyone, and welcome back to Creeper World 3. On the last episode, we finished Alien Casterer. I guess I don't know. These all have weird names now, but anyway, we finished that level. It was quite a fight, but we managed it. And then there is just one more planet here in this system, so we might as well go ahead and give it a try. There seems to be a decent amount of room to build up and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about it as at present. And if there's anything I learned from this game, it's that cramming too much information into a small area of space can lead to a super weapon which can enable you to control the universe. As cool as that sounds, that does sound like a lot of responsibility. So I'm actually just going to not record the beginning stages of this level. I am going to get myself set up, and then I will go back and give you a little explanation for exactly what I did, and then once I'm all set up and in a good position, then we'll go ahead and start from there. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I've got my collector field set up, based myself farther to the northwest, or northeast rather, in the hopes, dang it, that would buy me more time to set myself up. Seems to have paid off at least a little bit, so that's good. I am trying to hold on to that plateau, as much of that as I can, just in the hopes that maybe we can do something with it later, but I don't know how effectively I'm going to be able to hold on to it. But I'm going to try anyway. And now let's go ahead and try and get our reactor set up. I don't think there are any spores on this map, so we don't have to worry about that. And as tempting as it is to, well, actually, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to expand out in this direction, if we can, and try to cut it off, because then that's a whole lot of ground we won't have to fight for later. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make it. Maybe I could save it with some reinforcements. No. Dang it. Okay, well, then let's see if we can get it here. Gotta protect those relays. Getting pressure pretty hard on this plateau. Man, even with all this space, I'm still struggling a little bit with economy. Let's see if we can use this wall to defend. Okay, well, it's not optimal, but it's workable. We can use this. So I had to tweak it somewhat to get it to hold, but it's still the same basic idea of just like expanding across this area quickly and then trying to establish a line on the high ground here. And as you can see, it is still very precarious. The creeper is still very thick on the ground, but I'm hoping that fairly soon I will have enough of an excess of resources, of energy, to start my forge, and then go ahead and start my upgrades. And for now, I'm hoping to get, I think, just 2 Berthas for now, just to hopefully get the creeper to go to like lower a little bit. But I'm just hoping that this will hold at least for a little longer while I get my my reactor network upgraded. And I will say that this held on surprisingly long. Like, as you can see down in the timer, it's been 40 minutes since the start of the round. And I was in a pretty bad deficit. I was floating between like -16 and -20 that whole time. But I guess I just had so many collectors that even though it was such a huge deficit, I was still able to pull in stuff fast enough to mitigate it at least a little bit. So yeah, I mean, it was still rough, and I still had to keep an eye on things, but it's still not, not hopeless. Still got a chance here. Ooh. I was in the green, and then I built one more reactor, and then we slomped down way into the red. So yeah, that's a little scary. Yeah, I definitely want a few more reactors before I start my forge. I think in all this space, I have one totem, which is ridiculous. Like, all that ground, and I have one totem to show for it. So that's going to be rough. But I think having this little plateau helped here, because it's helped keep this whole area secure. And although maybe I could have had a shorter line in this direction, I still think that was a worthwhile investment running toward that area. Okay, I'm hoping that will be enough for us to get our forge safely. I thought about chirping this area, but honestly it's just so huge I don't even know if it's worth it. So I'm just going to not worry about it unless I really need to, but I don't expect to need to. I think this will go just fine. And indeed, our upgrades are starting. Oh, do I have another totem somewhere? Huh, I thought I saw ether flowing in from the south, but maybe that was just like I was seeing the little packets. Oh well, whatever the case, we still have our forge up, which is fantastic. So that is a great sign for us. I was gonna say, I don't understand why these digitalis things are here if the runners can't connect to them, but then I realized it's just to make it that much more difficult to take them. Great! Thank you, game. I love it. Oh well, it's fine. Our upgrades are starting. We are slowly gaining little tiny bits of ground. I think we've gained like a meter of ground along the front here. But still, it's something. I'll take it. I would like to try and secure another totem. I'm thinking if we attack in this direction, if we take out these two emitters, then we can cut this whole area off as well as secure that totem. So that's going to be my plan. I'm probably just going to kick back and get some more upgrades for a little while, and also more Berthas. So yeah, I'll tune back in when it's time for us to go on the offensive. So I've now, I began my offensive. Honestly, I realized I got a little carried away, but I saw some opportunities and I took them. So I hope you'll forgive me for not showing the push, but frankly, you didn't miss too much. It was mostly me just moving up one tower at a time. But anyway, as you can see, this didn't actually quite go as I had planned to. I had planned to move along this right side, but I realized that I can actually reclaim this high ground a lot easier. And in fact, this high ground reaches all the way down here. So what I think I'm going to do instead, what I'm currently in the process of actually getting done, is I'm just going to take the high ground and attack them from the high ground, because that seems to be working out pretty well. It's also, as you can see, I pushed them back towards the center pretty far, actually, as far as these things go. I've also reclaimed most of the high ground here, so that's quite a benefit. So yeah, I would say we're in a fantastic position right now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start my push down in this direction, and I'll let you know if anything develops. Yes, it begins. Alright. That spells your doom, Loki. I guess, whoopsies. Ignore that, please. But no, we're doing great. This is fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start caving in their left flank here. Alright, I'm thinking I want to concentrate my Birth of Fire, because I really want to secure that that power zone here. So let's get all of them over here. Okay, great. Nullifier, quickly, please. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now, oopsies, let's get the mortar going. That'll hopefully help take down all the creeper that's built up all this time. And then we can start moving forward. Can I hit the other ones from here? Oh, okay, cool. I can hit both of those. That's great. The runners might make that slightly annoying, but that's okay. It'll be a minor delay, I think. Then again, I've said that before, and it turned out to be not a minor delay. It's fine. We'll take care of it. Sweet. Okay, well, that's this entire area basically under our control. I mean, not really. It's still contested, but it won't be for very much longer. So, yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and finish this level out real quick. And it's gone. I just got so much stuff there that it just disappeared, and I love it. Okay, cool. Well, it would help if I probably connected that nullifier, I think. There we go. Toodles. Sweet. Okay, so that's it for that planet. Good lord, look at all these very difficult levels. Let's go to this system. Manbosta. That's where the inhibitor is. Let's go to Grimira. Let's do this one. And I don't know. This one looks like it probably won't be too bad. There's a little bit of space to build up. It looks like it wants us to build over here. So let's do that. Alright, similar to I forget the name of the planet. Allian Caster or something like that. I want to focus on a reactor economy to start, as well as mortars to defend ourselves. We'll use pulse guns on the planes because pulse guns are cheaper and I think slightly more efficient when it comes to like flat open areas like this. But we will get a mortar here just to be safe. That didn't go as I had hoped. Well, thankfully there aren't any spores, so we don't have to worry about that. Just to have to worry about the absolutely monstrous amount of creeper flowing onto our heads. Well, I hesitate to call this a good position, but it seems to at least be stable. I've been holding this for quite some time now, and as you see, my economy just went back into the green. So I'm gonna see if I can turp myself a nice flat area and use that as a base going forward. But I think we're in a good spot right now. Well, not a good spot, but like I said, a stable spot. And also, I am aware that I've literally said at the beginning of the episode that I would like just try and get myself stable first and then go back and show you what I did, but instead I have just been playing it like normal. So yes, I recognize that, and I'm sorry. I don't think, I can't imagine anyone really cares all that much, but I hope that I want to clarify that that's really more of like something to expect at some point. Like, it'll probably happen at some point when the levels get particularly tough. I just wanted you to be prepared for it is all. But anyway, yes, I'm going to get myself a nice flat platform here, and then we'll begin our offensive. I'll report back when we've got that platform established. Oh man, we're far from totems. That's upsetting. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. For now, I'll see you in a bit. So I've got myself a nice little platform area here, and I'm hoping, I guess, really I'm just gonna like make a bridge out in this direction and then use that to hit the emitter, and then hopefully also like cut off this ore mine and get a little bit of ore production to help ease the pressure. But yeah, it's still gonna be a little while yet, but still, we're making progress. We've made moves, and importantly, we've held our ground this whole time. So, yeah, I think we're doing all right this level. And a couple of these levels, like, they've been like, okay, so that level that I can't pronounce, Allian Caster or something like that. That level was pretty difficult just because the creeper came at you so fast that it was hard to get yourself established in time. But a lot of these have been more about the amount of creeper, and it's easy to, like, if you're willing to bundle yourself in a tiny little area like this, like look at the map right now, Jesus Christ. But, like, although we only have a small little area, we're holding. And we're doing just fine. Like, we're keeping it back, and I think we could hold this pretty much indefinitely. And it wasn't hard to do this, either. It was just spamming up those reactors, or at least getting one up to establish the footing, the economic footing. But, you know, it's a different kind of difficult, and one that I'm much more okay with. It sucks a lot less than just having it be difficult to get yourself set up properly. Whew. Finally. Like, it hasn't been that long, all things considered, but it still felt like a while, because I've been having to just inch by inch just build up this little platform here. But, nope, that's the proof of concept, so I'd say we're pretty good. So I'm going to grab this, probably grab the totem, start my research, and then we will make a run for another ore mine, like head off in this direction, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll let you know when we're ready to go back and start attacking. In fact, you know what? I think I might just I'll do a little highlight reel, like I've done, I think, in the past, of just you know, just me sniping the emitters and stuff. So yeah, I'll get to that. All right, we've got the totem, got our forge going, research has started. It will be slow going, but I think I'm basically going to hold this right here. Maybe I'll branch across here and just shorten that out a little bit. But yeah, this is going great. And you know, I was thinking, like, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but these levels haven't been too bad. Like I say, they've been, like, kind of difficult here and there, but it's mostly just been, like, if you bunker down and really focus on just your economy first and don't spread out too fast, they're actually not too bad. It's a slow going, but it's not too difficult. So, well, I don't even want to say that much, but it's like, it's doable. It doesn't feel absurdly hard, and that gives me hope for this sector. I got to admit, when I was looking at when I was like doing that research and it came up that like this sector is considered fairly difficult, I was a little apprehensive about it, but I'm feeling a lot better about it now. So although it's possible that this, like, just these early levels are easier than the rest, I don't know. I'm at least a little bit more optimistic about it than I was earlier, so it's something at least. So I expanded my platform a little bit, and then I got my bridge going over here, secured another ore deposit, secured another totem, and now, yeah, I mean, no difficulties at all so far, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out. I've also got a couple Berthas punching holes in the creeper in the backline, but it's just, they're emitting so much, you can see it there, that it's like, it's refilling almost instantly. So, yeah, I think it's more annoying than anything, but even still, like, they're doing work in making sure it doesn't get too high too fast. So, yeah, it's still useful, and we're doing great. So I will go ahead and just finish out the level here. Sweet. All right. Okay, so that wasn't too bad, actually. Like I said, these systems seem to be easier than I was given to believe, which is fine by me, to be perfectly honest. I feel like there are only a few ways to make this sort of game difficult, and I'm not a fan of many of them. But that's fine, because these ones seem to be a nice balance between, like, having some pressure, but not being, like, just so absolutely crushing that it's not fun anymore. So, yeah, on the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue our campaign, and hope that these things stay reasonable. So, until then, see you later.